Hello guys, I am Satyam and we are on the channel Satyam Idea Learning, a lovely and wonderful channel. So guys, our today's topic is about types of allergens. Okay, we have already discussed what is allergy and what is allergen. Now we are going to discuss what are the types of allergens. Okay, and we are here for one and all exam for having it and cracking it needs. So ready my warriors and doctors? Take your pen and copy, and all the notes are there. You can copy it down, or I am teaching, you can see and write it down. Okay, see. Now, what are the types of allergens? See guys, there are many types of allergens. Okay, there are airborne allergens, food and medicine allergens are also there. There are contact allergens are also there, and other allergens. Now we will be discussing about all them in greater detail. Okay, so hit a like button and subscribe our channel if you have not done it yet, because if you subscribe and hit the bell icon, no, all the updated videos notification can go through you and you can search it. See, most common allergens are airborne allergens. Now what are the most common allergens? First point may be formed. So, what is the most common allergens? Airborne allergens is the most common allergen. Okay, this is very clear. Now, for example of airborne allergens, I am telling. See, pollen grains are some of the examples of the airborne allergens. Pet dander can be example. Pet dander means the flakes of the dead skin or feathers. Okay, so pet dander are the flakes of the dead skin. Okay, it simply means, airborne allergen simply means that the allergens which can flow through the air and can enter our body through nose or the see, there has been written nose or eyes. Okay, so these are only airborne allergens. Okay, I have told you some examples. Pollen. Now, household dust often contains dust mite. See, I have underlined this term, dust mite. Okay, so household dust often contains dust mite which can trigger to allergic reactions. Okay, so dust mite can trigger to allergic reactions which are quite harmless. Dust mites are quite harmless. Okay, and they feed on the fallen skin of the fallen dead skin. Remember guys, they feed on the fallen dead skin of ours as well as of our pets also. If you have a pet, okay, so they feed on what? They feed on the dead skin. They feed on the dead skin which fall off from our body or from our pet's body. Okay, so which are quite harmless. They are quite harmless. Now, the saliva and parts of exoskeleton may trigger allergic reaction. Now, what is exoskeleton? I have also underlined this on this also. See, this saliva, as you already know, they secrete saliva to digest something. Okay, and particles of the exoskeleton. Exoskeleton is the hard outer covering of the body. So they have a hard outer covering, and the particles of that exoskeleton may trigger allergic reactions. Okay, it may trigger allergic reactions. Now, in the airborne allergens, now what they cause? What are the symptoms they cause? See, airborne allergens enter the body through eye or nose. I have underlined this also. From where they enter? They enter from eye or nose. And see, it has been written. Now, what are the symptoms of the airborne allergen? It can be itchy, swollen or watery eyes. It can be. Okay, and stuffy nose, wheezing can be. Okay. Now, come on our next point, food and medicines. Okay, medicines and drugs also. Medicines, drugs are in the category of medicines only. In medicines there are some drugs which are mixed. Okay, now in food, see, soya. I am telling what are the examples of the allergic reactions. Allergens Okay. Now what are the allergens of food? See, listen carefully. Soy, milk products, eggs. There has been written milk products, eggs, soy, milk. Okay. These are some kinds of allergens. Okay. It can be wheat also, nuts also. There are many. And now in food, soy, milk products and eggs are common in young children. They are common in young children. And when the child grows, in the later life of that child, no, it may disappear. Okay, it often disappear in the later life of the child. Okay, now in medicines, penicillin and similar types of antibiotics are allergens. Okay, so these are the allergens. Aspirin is also an allergen. Okay, sorry guys. See, in medicine it is clear, penicillin and similar types of antibiotics are allergens. Now, what are the symptoms that can be caused by these food and medicines? Okay, now symptoms can be hives. Hives are the red spot. Okay, they are the red spot. Okay, on the skin. They are found on the skin. Red spot on the skin. So hives are the red spot on the skin. So symptoms can be hives, itchy, watery eyes, watery or swollen eyes, and congestion, vomiting, stomach ache it can be, diarrhea it can be. Okay, and there are some severe reactions also, like the swollen tongue, like the swollen face and swollen throat it can be. Okay, so these are some of the severe reaction also. Okay, and a person can faint or dizziness. A person can feel dizziness also, and it can faint also. Okay, it is very clear. Now why the person faint and why the person feel dizziness? Due to a low in the blood pressure. Okay, due to a low level in the blood pressure. Now, symptoms we have discussed about the food and medicines. Now, come on the next. There are severe reaction to an allergen, and such a severe reaction to an allergen is called anaphylaxis. Okay, so such a severe reaction to an allergen is called anaphylaxis or anaphylactic reaction. Okay, very clear. Now, come on our next topic, contact allergens. Guys, anaphylaxis, no, it can cause heart attack or death also. Okay, it is so much severe. Okay, now come on, contact allergens. See guys, as the name suggests, contact, it simply means that it is caused when the allergen will come in contact with us, will come in contact with our mouth, nose, skin, eyes. Okay, when an allergen come in contact with us, na, like skin, mouth, nose, eyes, I have told you, then the contact allergens act. Okay, so contact allergens cause the reactions on coming in contact. Very clear. Now, what are the types of contact allergens? See guys, it can be, for the very best example, latex. Latex comes out from the rubber tree. Okay, latex comes out from the rubber tree, and there are some of the rubbers, like the rubber band is there. Okay, some people have the allergy from metals also. So there are many people who have allergy from another things, like some of the clothes and wool, they have allergy, and some kinds of ointment they have allergy, and soaps, detergent. So there are many examples you can find. Okay, so I am telling very best examples that I find out. Okay, so soaps, detergent, all these are the types of allergens. Okay, which can cause the contact allergens when they are come in contact. See guys, when an airborne allergen will come in contact with the skin, no, it can also cause, it is also be in the category of contact allergen. Okay, now it produces symptoms such as hives, blisters, rashes on the skin. Okay, So these are some of the examples of some of the symptoms that can be caused by the contact allergen. Okay, rashes on the skin, the red on the skin, full red can be. Okay, so rashes, hives, blisters. Okay, and there will be irritation on the full body of the skin, and itchy will be there. Itchy and burning sensation can be there. Okay, now come on other kinds of allergens. Okay, now insects such as bees, wasps, hornets inject venom when they sting. Okay, you know that wasp, bees and hornets will sting only, and when they sting, no, they inject vemons. Okay, vemons are poisons. They are poisons, and they are poisons which are come from the origin of the animals. Okay, snake also produces venom. Okay, so it is a poison, venom, not, sorry guys, sorry, it is venom, sorry for mistake. So insects such as bees inject venom, which when they sting, okay, when they sting, no, the venom is secreted. Now see, some ointments increase a person's sensitivity to sunlight. Some ointments, there are many ointments which increase a person's sensitivity to sunlight. Okay, we will be discussing this at the very first. We will be discussing about the venom. When an insect injects that venom, now when the insect will sting and the venom will be injected, it will cause very itchy and burning sensation in your skin, and it can be rashes where the insect has been injected the venom, or where the insect has been sting out. Now that can be that place can be swollen. A blister can be formed from that place. Okay, so these are some kind of examples that I have told you. Now come on, some of the ointments. There's many ointments. You know, there are some people have allergy from the sunlight when they will be in the long day sunlight, no, long time in sunlight. They will have some of the allergy in the skin, like rashes it can be. Okay, so some ointments increase a person's sensitivity towards sunlight, to sunlight. Okay, so there are some of the ointments which increase a person's sensitivity to sunlight. Okay, and these substances often cause reactions which are including rashes and irritation in all the skin. Okay, and red will be there in all the skin because of the rashes. Okay, so these substances often cause reactions which are including what? Rashes. And if a person will not having any kind of reaction from the sunlight, no, it can be caused by using that ointment which is providing sensitivity to sunlight. Okay, so there are some of ointment which increase when see, I have not, for example, I am not having sensitivity to sunlight. If I will be in the sunlight for long hours, I will not having any effect. But when I will use the ointment which increase the sensitivity to sunlight, then I will be having that allergic condition from sunlight. Okay, so we have discussed about all types of allergens. So guys, thank you guys, and we will be discussing more and in later. Okay, and we will be meeting soon. So thank you guys.